God, I'm ready.
Yes.
I mean,
Do you have any friends that live in Madison, by the way? Coda's looking at a
Uh,
job offer or a job like opening that he wants to apply
My
for.
uh,
my parents live in Madison.
my brother lives in Madison, but hi, stream. We're talking about where we live, so maybe not anymore. We shouldn't.
let me
Yeah.
Madison
Let me get those
Garden, obviously.
digits. Let me get those.
Madison
Let me
Square
get
Garden.
your coordinates. Um. Well, Cole, you were so excited to do a recap, and it is your time to shine. So,
Okay. uh, so
Everyone scream right now.
so last shut the
sorry.
fuck up. So last time, everyone else, well, Quinn, chilled in an office with Lobelia, while she pointed a gun at him. And then everyone else assaulted the castle, aka Medea's childhood home. Uh,
It's
and
okay. It wasn't a happy childhood home. She was glad to see it get assaulted.
uh, Quinn has roughly 45 seconds of conversation with Lobelia and is like, okay, I understand Medea fully now.
I,
Um,
I get it. I
I
get it
get it.
now.
I get
Yeah.
why she is the way she
I get
is.
it.
Why she's such a little freak.
Yeah. I think honestly, like Quinn straight up in that moment was having flashbacks to the time where he was like, Medea, just be a human, and then Medea would go, huh? And now he's like, oh, okay.
Oh.
The funniest part
Understood.
is
Uh,
that she was somehow better than her mother.
Yeah.
This is
Um,
the improved version, guys.
exactly. This is the new and improved
new
Medea.
and improved.
But we, yeah, everyone killed all of the people in the house. I don't think there was any, like, people of importance other than just demons and such, right?
Yeah, I like thought about it. I'm like, there's probably servants there, but like you could probably just be like, go free my child.
We gave them
Yeah.
So
overguns, if I remember correctly.
yeah, yeah, you armed them.
So y'all rushed upstairs, burst through the office door. No questions asked. Amelia and Medea just murk their mother, and
Mhm.
then are like, "Hey, want to go see if Dad's here?" And then they go find Dad, and then Dad's drunk on the bed, and they're just like, "I guess we'll deal with it," and then stab him in the most like offhanded, like, "Oh, whatever" kind of way, which is fucking hilarious. Um,
Yeah,
and then
sisterly
yeah,
bonding.
pretty much. And then we left and we headed back home. Quinn dropped the tea. We know who all of our enemies are, or at least most of them. Um and then we find out that good old Havilar Flynn told the like trial that's going on against the Desai clan that basically told them most of the information that I had learned, and we kind of had a like, well, how did they know that, and why didn't they share it with us? And so this is all to say the Asmodeus sort of like crew, Havilar Flynn, definitely might not be as trustworthy as we thought they were, and or just
Whoa.
not as much of an ally as we thought they were.
The
Um,
people who worship Asmodeus, the devil, aren't as trustworthy.
yeah, I mean, like, I feel like we saw it coming, but it's like a, oh yeah, I guess.
Ah, shit. I just didn't want to think about it.
Yeah, we had other people to kill and things.
I
Uh,
mean, hey, for all we know, our characters knew it could have been like a Church of Satan situation. Could have been like a Church of Satan situation.
this
That's
is
true.
true.
And it
They
still
could have
could.
just been libertarians.
Yeah.
It's just business,
But
baby.
I don't think there was before the end credit
Oh, what
scene. I
the
don't think
F?
there was any other like major role play. I think it was just people checking in on each other. I know
Yeah.
uh,
We
uh
all went to
Medea.
check in on Anai's girlfriend.
Mm,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, we did
everyone
all.
was in an Eye's girlfriend's room.
yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, whoa, 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 whoa.
What the F? Okay.
But
I'm
then,
reading.
yeah, we had a after credit scene where, I mean, we don't know the details yet. I'm assuming we're gonna hear about this pretty soon, but the Civil War has started, question mark.
Captain America Civil
Yeah.
War.
This shit has finally popped off.
Yeah.
There was a military engagement on a civilian population. That is an
Yeah.
act of war, my babes.
Yep.
Yes. So now we are starting up. This is session 35.
Jesus.
Yeah. This is probably going to be my longest run campaign. So thanks to all of you guys for that. I'll have to check how many sessions my last campaign was, but I think we are beating them. So,
Definitely.
Yeah.
huzzah! And I hope you're still strapped in for this ride.
Bazinga.
You all wake up in the morning. The sun is out. Birds are
Well, you
chirping.
all.
Medea, you are like, it's morning now. I should get out of
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you mosey out of your rooms, to deal with whatever's coming next. And very shortly after leaving your rooms, everyone is hearing about this at the exact same time. The newspaper, someone, I think Otto comes in from the streets because he likes to go get the news every morning, with a news story where a town called Oakhart was massacred by the Desai clan. In the middle of the night, Desai clan's troops marched, and their first victims was just a farming village. And that is what you guys wake up to over your mugs of coffee and bacon, hash browns.
Quick
As far as my
question.
NPCs go, they're pretty quiet. Yes, my dear.
Why?
Silly.
Yeah,
Fair
it's just a
enough.
silly, goofy
It's
moment.
silly. And I
You
can't.
know what?
I just.
You know, I
Sometimes.
I I
Sometimes
know
you
that
have to kill civilians, okay?
Yeah.
two things that I know about demons and the military is that they go together and they love killing civilians. So
Yeah.
this checks out.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So no need to ask why. It's just what they do. I will leave this open to you if there's any initial reactions or conversation this morning not just about this, but stuff in general. How are your characters reacting? I will ask.
Honestly, I feel
I think
like
the initial sound I made was accurate.
should we like role play this? Like we're at breakfast, we just
Yeah.
heard the news.
I'll allow you guys to roleplay this.
Yeah.
I love
I feel
roleplay.
like I feel like that'd be good. I'd like to see what
British,
everyone sort of
British.
reacts with.
Hold on, I gotta be British for a second.
Hold on,
Medea's
going
drinking
Brit.
tea, by the way.
Breakfast tea.
I won't say she's eating beans on toast because she's classy. Okay, she wouldn't pull an eighth in here.
Beans
Thank
on
God.
sourdough.
Excellent. Yes,
Beans on
quite.
pumpernickel.
Yes, quite.
You would eat cucumber sandwiches for breakfast. To be fair, so would I though, because cucumber sandwiches are delicious.
Cucumber.
I'm sorry, pumpernickel? Why would you eat that in the morning?
Why do British people do anything?
They shouldn't.
Spite.
If a British person is listening to this stream, I promise it's I jest out of fondness.
I think I was at I'm sorry to derail real quick before we get back to talking about the horrors of war. I was at a dance convention once, and someone was like, he was like, "No, I'm not from here. I'm from like England or something," and I went, "Boo!" I didn't think he'd hear me, and he went, "Who just booed?" And I was like, "Oh,
You're like,
oh." I didn't think you could hear that. Anyway, like I said, I'll say the NPCs around you, like Otto and Bren, are just kind of stunned silent for now.
Yeah, I think honestly, Nadir kind of just hears of this, kind of just like shoves like his chair over and just kind of walks out to the training grounds. I would say pretty kind of like angrily, like, damn, this happened before, but on a different population that I know.
This is the worst thing I've ever seen, and I unfortunately don't have many memories to say otherwise. And I'm no longer hungry.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to finish your plate, darling. It's okay.
I think did you want to go?
No, Daisy, go.
Okay. I think Daisy like probably well, I think that this brings her like back to Earth a little bit. Like she's no longer just hovering in her own orbit because like this is the type of shit that she was focusing on in school of like focusing on I think I've said that she was getting like 7 different degrees at this point, but like the moral of the story is that she was studying like
She was
Social
ways
undeclared.
she was like social
social services, I thought, more
yeah,
along
yeah.
those lines.
Yeah, like more along those lines of like doing what she can to be able to help make the world a better place. So I feel like this is kind of like bringing her back to earth a little bit of like a oh shit. And then I think she would also probably just leave, like probably doesn't want to talk about it, but might go to the library
Yeah,
and like
the one in the building
no,
or the city
um
library.
city library probably and I don't know what specifically she would start reading, but like maybe she would I think she would just like pull out shit on wars and demons and just
The gist from that you get is war never changes.
yeah. I
Um,
don't really think she was trying to find
yeah,
anything new.
no, I
Think she
yeah, I figured.
Pulls out a copy of The Art of War by Sun Tzu.
yeah.
This is how we win.
Yes.
Well, we put so much effort into that trial, and I think the trial's over.
I guess.
And I think Quinn will
That's an
also just
admission
get
of
up.
guilt.
Yeah, Quinn will also just get up and probably go to the training grounds.
I think Bren will look across to Medea, who's still at the table.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like no matter what happened in this trial, they were gonna attack.
have to
The
attack.
way things were going, I think them deciding I can't say nuclear. We don't have nuclear. We don't have nuclear weapons in this world.
The explosive.
Yes, there we go. I think the explosive option wasn't a matter of if they're going to take it, but a matter of when, and the trial decided when for them. I do think it was a matter of time.
Yeah. Well,
I assume you're going to be in a lot of meetings then in the near future.
oh yeah. Yes. And we have to make sure everyone here is ready.
I'm going to duck out then when I still can very quickly. I'm gonna go back home and I'll come right back. have a question to ask.
Yep, no, take your time.
Medea will, in fact, duck out and go back home to ask her question.
Yeah, I guess we'll follow Medea with this. You head back to your house, um, and you head in. I think, the spouses are all like, "Oh fuck." You
Okay, so
walk
they have
in.
heard the news this morning.
Yep, I think it's sort of the thing of like everyone now has heard the news of big things are happening. Um, I think some people are quiet, some people are frantic, some people are trying to strategize right away. Um, what do you do?
She will, as she walks in, just quietly go and embrace whichever her spouse is closest to the door. Could be any of them. Could be any of those little fuckers, but
Yeah, we'll say like oh, the
which one?
nerdy, the little
Describe
nerd, the nerdy one,
Hilda?
Broomer?
Broomer. I kept wanting to say Bremer, but I'm like, that is someone I know's last name, not your spouse. Um, so Broomer, I think, is close to the door, and you guys embrace each other, and she hugs you tightly. Um, she's one of the people I think is more in like a state of shock.
Yeah,
Oh,
I imagine. Yeah. Oh, sorry. You go.
Medea. I think Hakeem like rushes over to you. How? Oh my god! And I think he just hugs you as well.
Yeah. Group hug with the polycule.
Oh shit! We're about to be in. Well, we are now in full-out war. Crap.
Yes. Yeah, that's not looking fantastic. I am likely going to be, well, all of us are likely to be very, very busy very soon. I likely will be away from you all a lot in the coming days.
Right. Stay in contact with Sending Stone, of course, but
Of course I will. Did I hate to ask this just right off the bat, but for the sake of options I can tell people, did you and Moon happen to get any further with that research? With any ways to counteract or nullify demon soldiers in the transformation?
um we have some defenses, of course. I don't think a full nullification. I think we're trying to get there, but I think at least we figured out different spells or armors that could maybe stand up better against them at the very least.
All right, that's good to know. Thank you two for your efforts there. Just need to check that before some at least then I can bring something to the table that something can help at least when it comes to the fighting that we're likely to be embroiled in.
Yes, I suppose we'll probably be meeting with our allies here probably today, the following days, and might actually include with the department as well. But
I
I'll
imagine so.
keep you updated.
Um, actually, speaking of the department in more in depth, but you all knew about the trial that happened, right?
Well, yes, of course. Everyone did.
You know how Flynn was presenting evidence against the Desai there?
Yes.
Um, Avalon Flynn was withholding information from the department that we kind of needed to know. How well do you know the Spawn?
I think Nephros will probably speak up. I mean, would like I guess we could verging on friends. Um, I mean, if they're talking about the evidence he presented to the courts, I'm not too sure all about that. I'll probably have to ask him. I mean, I don't know the inner workings of your relationship between you guys and him and the department, and if that included total, back and forth of information.
And I'm so sorry, but breaking character for a moment to table talk. Can someone tell me exactly what information we didn't know that Havilar Flynn used in that trial?
Literally,
Uh,
quite literally, what Quinn learned that the Statler clan was like the head honcho and involved,
Oh, yes.
and that they're the
and
heads of
the
the
syndicate.
syndicate.
Syndicate, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Medea would be like, the only reason it's so important that he didn't share this piece of information is because it greatly impacts what me and the others in the department are doing. And then she'll share, she's like, well, Stellar Clan's involved, which you know because you heard about the trial, and they're the head of the syndicate. We didn't know that because he didn't share that with us, and that is very much what something that we should be concerned with, considering we didn't think it was just the Desai because we were already had previous notions of connections between the Desai and Stellar, but we didn't realize the Stellar were that involved and were in fact so involved that they are thing to be involved with. Just yeah. So Medea's
Yeah.
just like, hey, so this could have actively gotten us in major trouble in the sense of we could have easily been killed by getting caught off guard.
Well, I suppose I hope that your boss and him are having a conversation.
Yeah. Just wanted to ask as well. I trust you and your judgment a lot.
At the
Very
very
much
least,
as my own.
Medea, to me personally, he's not a direct enemy. At least not one we have the luxury of making now.
Oh, trust. Oh, we lost T.
Uh,
Oh, she's not rejoining right away either.
oh, welcome
There
back.
she is. Uh, when Nefrit says like, "Oh, this is an enemy we should make right now, or have the luxury of making right now," he is just like, "I don't want him as an enemy either, or House Flynn to be an enemy." It's also, I'm just more so concerned that Flynn did withhold it, and I don't know the capacity of why. I was just hoping that you might have had a notion of, which if you don't, that is totally fine. Something that can be talked about with Allah himself.
I think your best step forward is to just see if he has a good response. I mean, we don't always share all of our information with the Sylvius or the Einar clan. So, although this was pretty big, but yet again, we like to keep our cards close to our chest.
Ooh. I guess I'll just have to ask him myself. Yeah, but with that being said, Deal will linger there for a couple more hours at the house, just being around the people she loves. But she will head back to the apartment after a little bit in anticipation of there's probably meetings to be had, work to be done, shit like that.
Yes. I guess, was there anything in particular Nadir and Quinn were doing in the training hall, training courtyard, or just out there letting off steam? I'll just want to open that up
I think
for.
honestly, I feel like letting off steam for Quinn in the sense where like we put so much work into something and then the Desai clan just went with the explosive option. It's like, dang it. Um, Even though we knew that was gonna happen. But I think Quinn's just frustrated, like lost work kind of thing.
Yeah. Nadir?
Yeah, I think it's just kind of like that a civilian population was just kind of massacred um just for like the point of violence essentially by the clan
Yeah.
blowing off some steam, maybe like reaching out to like Valco and checking in on like if stuff is happening there and how mobilized they are and ready in case things like that are happening there. I don't know if that needs to be a whole conversation or not.
Um, I think from the conversation with Valko, you'll probably get like there's no attacks there. Um, if that's kind of what you're looking for, like things are still like fine for them.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, I guess if that's all right, we might just go to the Bren and Havilar meeting. I know Quinn, you wanted to be bodyguarding in on this.
I'm sitting in a chair dutifully by the door.
Hell yeah. I think Havilar, comes into the building and is brought to the office with Bren, where they are sitting across from each other. You are by the door in your chair. Um, ooh, sorry. Oh, sorry, my bad. Um, and Bren just kind of gets straight to the point where he says, "You seem to have found out a lot of information we only just recently learned about, namely the Stallards clan's involvement in all of this. Don't you think that would have been nice for us to know since, we're allies?" Ah, right. I mean, I should have warned you before I came forth in the courts, but if I'm being honest, I really didn't have all the proof until just before I made the statement at the trials. I was waiting on it. And how did you even get this proof? Well, I have my own network of spies, and one of my best happens to work in the household of the Stallards. In fact, she's their son's nanny. I placed her there on a hunch, and really, it did pay off. Quinn was taken by them, and I really would have needed the information, Havilar. I I apologize. But like I said, it was only very recent. I was not going to send you to a noble household on a whim and have it be incorrect. Bren, Bren, allow me from the bottom of my heart apologize. I am truly sorry that I've offended you and it has hurt your people. I think there's this tense moment between the two of them where Bren is like clearly pissed off, like jaw clenched. Um, and I think you can see you've been around Bren long enough where he's kind of like going through things in his head of like, what's the best option forward? What's the logical thing to do here? I don't accept the apology, but we don't have any many options now that war has started. And I assure you, I will be an asset. Weapons are my specialty. I can arm everyone. It doesn't help to say trust me, but I will be a good ally in war. And I think
And Quinn,
Yeah, no, you go.
Quinn raises a finger and is like, Bran, if I could,
You may.
Mr. Flynn, should I call you Mr. Havilar? What do you want me to call you?
Oh, whatever is most comfortable for you. Mr. Prescott or Quinn.
Yep. You
Yep.
know, yeah. You know a fella by the name of Eridom?
Let me just roll. Oh, that's the fella that's heading the cult of Orcus, isn't it?
The very same. Now, for a brief moment in my 3 days of being tortured and being moved around, which apparently you could have helped with, I had a wonderful conversation with Eridom where he shared something with me. Would you like to know what he shared?
He like clerks his eyebrow up.
He
If you'd
seemed to
be
be
so
under the
kind.
impression or at least the worry, that everything that we in the Department of Demonology have done over the past year of our lives, this civil war that we have very much had a hand in brewing up, seemed to be going exactly according to Asmodeus's plan. Tell me why he's wrong. Or was he right?
I think he takes a moment and thinks on your words. Quinn, you are. You were talking with someone who leads a cult dedicated to a demon prince. Now, I will answer your question, but I will put this in your head just for you to mull over. Um, wouldn't you say it might be smart that he tried to redirect you against an ally? But I suppose there is something to his words. Yes, Asmodeus is a devil. The whole of the nine hells runs off of the souls of bad men. What makes bad men quicker than war? So yes, I'm sure Asmodeus does not care that there's a war starting because it will benefit him. But to say he is going to go through all this trouble to make mortals squabble, well, seems a little more silly to me. But
You know
I
I
sup
gotta insult his ass.
yeah, go for it.
I shit you not, nat 20.
Oh,
For 27.
holy shit. First roll of the night. Damn. All right. Um, on a natural 20, I need to go through everything he said. And I think he
Mhm.
was, to some extent, being um, truthful in the sense of you can see where he was like, there's a genuine like strategy there that Eridom could have of like, well, I know you have an ally, you're allies with these people, and you want to take me out. What if I just have you guys go at each other? I think you can see when he says that, he um he's saying that because that's something he would do as well. Like that's just a logical choice to get your enemies to weaken themselves. Um, and he also wasn't wrong. Asmodeus is absolutely going to benefit from war, but to say that Asmodeus wouldn't try to through either his own interference or the interference of others cause a civil war, that of course Asmodeus would do that. I think that's his one little lie that you can pick out where he's like, yeah, he of course Asmodeus would do that. He's absolutely lying to you through his teeth about that. It's true though that Asmodeus is going to benefit. Is that I hope that is not 20 worthy.
I
So
think
there's part of him that's like very truthful and part of him that's a little bit full of shit. So there's a little
I
bit of this mixed bag.
I think Quinn will purposefully squint his eyes in doubt. And I like to the point where like I'm trying to do that on purpose so he can see I know he's full of shit. As he
Yeah.
and I look at him like that, where we're just fully letting that go. Like there's more, and I know it. And I think I look at him with that squinted doubt, and I just go, you know, he seemed just as worried about you as you seem about him. There's more to you, Flan. I don't like it.
Well, you're an honest man. I'll give you that.
I'm honest, and I shoot straight. We got a list of enemies, and we're starting to dwindle those down.
I'm
I would love your
honest and
help. I would love your help, but I have no qualms adding you on that list if I need to. I don't know what you and Asmodeus are doing, your whole group. You don't want to be on that list, Flynn.
I think even though you're threatening him, his lips like it quirks up into a little bit of a smile, like almost like it's impressive. And he turns back to Bren. Well, quite the bodyguard there, Brennan. I will be in touch with you via sending stone via letter. But for now, allies, I think Bren kind of eyes down, not looking at you, but he goes, for now, allies. And then they stand up. Oh, and how is Karasi doing? I hope she's doing well here. And they're like chatting back and forth as like Havilar's like making businessmen small talk with Bren, who does not want to hear it clearly, but has no choice but to listen as Havilar's escorted out. Um, am gonna open up this time for any scenes now, like downtime scenes. I know, Quinn, you had one you had mentioned to me like 2 weeks ago. I don't know if any, maybe two of them I thought, because, but I know last time you guys had also mentioned about talking to Ramona, so I don't know if that was going to be a Quinn thing, what sort of deal that was going to be, but if there's anything anyone else would like to do, please tell me.
I had mentioned wanting to do a scene with Grace at some point.
Yes.
And I think I had something else in my brain, but I don't remember it, and so I'm just not gonna try.
If you remember it later, just let me know.
Okay.
But yes, what you texted me about earlier, do you want that to be a pre-canonized thing?
Yeah, or we could, if you want me to role play it, it might be funny. It's up to you.
You know what? Maybe we could use a little silly.
Okay.
So fuck it. Let's be a little bit silly right now.
I will say that, like, the idea of doing this in like the days after finding out that demon soldiers are marching on towns and just like massacring people does seem a little insane.
Yeah. Well,
Um
we'll just have it be like maybe today, the right after finding out, we'll say. So maybe
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
like
okay.
you're sitting around doing this after you've heard about dozens of massacres. Um,
Okay. Um yeah, so I'm gonna sending stone the wizard squirrel
what do you
from the
say to the wizard squirrel?
Oh my god, I forgot about the wizard squirrel.
I think about the wizard squirrel very frequently.
Wizard squirrel.
Um, how do I open?
What's up, my brother?
I think
I
just
don't think
like,
you
In
can.
that octave, that voice.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I think I'm uh did does he have a name or was he just wizard squirrel?
You've never gotten that man's name.
We never
Well, he is from the Feywild, so like names are kind of a touchy subject there.
Okay, yeah. Um, I'm gonna sending stone him and be like, Mr. Wizard Squirrel, I have a favor to ask.
Who is this?
Oh, my name is Daisy. I'm from the Department of Demonology.
You're gonna get fucking winkers wankered.
We passed through your tea party and then you came to help our boss with something.
Ah, yes, that's Daisy. What can I help you with?
Um, I was just wondering if there's a way for you to send me some Feywild's wine, like, or like if there's like, could you like
Of
pop
course,
up a port?
I still watch your boss sleep sometimes in my dreams, so I suppose it is the least I can do.
What the fuck?
Yeah, okay, that would be great.
Um,
Oh my god, Brent, this is
in
unmatched.
5 minutes, yeah, his sleeping Riz. Um, oh, he watches this man cry himself to sleep tonight in his dreams. In 5 minutes, in your room, there is a squirrel with a wizard hat on, holding a bottle of Fey wine that's as tall as him, and he sets it on the desk, stares at you in the eyes.
Uh,
Farewell.
uh, thank you.
And then he's gone.
Oh, I mean, I was prepared to pay, but all right, I'll take the, I'll take it.
No need.
Okay, so yeah, then I'm gonna slide into Grace's DM, uh, and say, "Hey, I got some Feywild wine from a wizard squirrel. Wanna come over?"
What? What? Oh, I'm sorry. That's just so silly. Sorry. Um, I know I need to be British. Fuck me. Hip hip cheerio.
What do you
Um,
what do you do when your dead sister's friend
ex
slides into your
girlfriend. You're
DMs with
Yeah,
uh
uh,
um
friend. They were
um
just roommates, actually.
um.
Just
historians
roommates.
would
Oh
call
God,
them?
more than anything, I'll be there soon. When she meets
Okay.
you at the Department of Demonology, I think she looks like she's had a long morning already.
I'm just gonna like not even say anything. I'm just gonna hold up the bottle of wine and like, you know how people like lure stray cats out from under their porch with like treats?
Are you gonna her?
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna make the sound, but I'm gonna be like, You want it?
She makes a beeline to you. What did
Um,
okay, so actually, I was going to question the wizard squirrel, but I don't want to know, actually. I feel like
it's a
it would just be more confusing.
it's actually, like, not that confusing, like, when we were passing through the Feywilds, we came across a tea party, and it was, like, a bunch of animals and stuff, but there was this, like, little squirrel who's, like, the size of a squirrel, but he talks, and he's, like, a wizard, and, actually, Bren has, like, his dead cousin, I think, in a on a shelf in his room, and so the the wizard squirrel in the Feywilds, like, sees visions of Bren in his dreams while he's sleeping because there's a wizard squirrel in Bren's room, and then he helped Bren with a project one time, and so then I just hit him up and was like, "Hey, can I get some Feywilds wine?" It's, like, really not that confusing.
Right.
I also
Right.
forgot that I'm supposed to have a Southern accent, but I don't know that my voice could even do that at the moment, so I'm not gonna try
Imagine
to.
this is Southern.
Imagine all of that, but Southern.
Daisy says this
Right.
canonically because she
But
can't pull off her southern accent while sick.
I
Yeah.
shouldn't have much of this because I'm kind of a political leader in war right now,
Yeah, but, like, a little.
but a little bit as a little break might be
Y
nice.
Yeah, and, like, if you go real crazy, I'll just, like, lock you in I'll put you
You
in the
could
dungeon
disguise
for.
you can disguise self as me and yeah,
Yeah,
go to
but
my
then
meetings.
I
Wait,
I don't
the
think
bad idea. Honestly, might be better to have. I think she's thinking about everyone in the department of who would be the best to put
no one.
disguised as her in a political meeting. Maybe Sasha. I would say Quinn. That was my initial thought, but then I thought about that further and thought, oh, that's bad. He doesn't like to hold his tongue much.
No, he really does. Yeah, he doesn't have much poise.
Right.
So
Poiseless,
Or,
motherfucker.
or my twin can go.
oh yeah, that makes more sense, probably.
Yeah, but I mean, I think he knows disguise self. I don't know.
Someone probably does.
Anyway,
Um,
yes.
have I seen or talked to her since I had to have that conversation of like, yeah, we left your sister's soul in the abyss?
No. Well, maybe she's probably been around the department actually, but I'm trying to think timeline wise.
Yeah, I have no concept of
Maybe, but
timeline,
not like an
so
actual like hangout like this.
It's been like a month, I think,
Yeah.
since that.
okay. Um, oh God, I'm trying to decide if I want to address it or if I simply want us to have silly girl Wild wine time.
It's all up to you.
I Oh, don't say that. Um,
Sorry.
I hate making decisions. Um, I f- I don't think I'm gonna address it. Grace seems like a person who would address it if she wanted it addressed, and so
That's a
I
fair
don't think
assumption.
I don't think I'm gonna address it. But I think like as I'm pouring us small glasses
Yeah,
of
just a little bit.
um
Get drunk
I'm
and then bring it up.
while she's tripping balls,
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk
Okay,
to
so
her
you know
about
how your
her.
sister's soul is trapped in a with a demon right now?
Yeah, that seems like a really good idea.
Yeah.
It's things to
Um,
say
It's like
at the
screaming nightmare at someone
rotation.
who's too high.
yeah, no,
Exactly.
that's the perfect thing for me to do, I think, especially considering she is a political leader in war. this seems like a good time for that.
Yes.
But I think I'm just gonna hand her her glass, and then like after she takes it, just like put it up for a little clink, and then just say, like I've missed you, or like I've missed hanging out, or
Yeah.
like,
I think she goes,
and then
me too.
and then I I'm just I'm gonna wait for her to take a sip, and then I'm gonna be like, "You want to hear some crazy drama?"
You know I do.
And then I'm just gonna start
Just going,
whatever I
just spilling the tea about anyone and everyone at the department.
yeah, like literally anything I've overheard, like stealthing around, I'm
Yeah.
telling her. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Perfect. Um, okay. Anyone else? Should we go to a Quinn scene and then ask some other people?
I don't think Nadir would have anything
Okay.
in particular.
Timothy?
Uh, Quinn, I'm assuming you're talking about the thing with Camellia.
Yes.
Okay. I think Quinn would, well, I don't know if it would need to be part of the scene. Quinn would ask permission from Bren to do the thing that he's going to do. Would
Yeah.
Bren say yes to that?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I think Quinn will go find Camellia.
Yeah, I think you go to her room. I think she is kind of like sitting slash laying in bed with Ramona at the moment, with her head leaned against her, like who Ramona's kind of rubbing gentle circles on her shoulder. I think this is the most like vulnerable you've ever seen Camellia ever be. It's very weird.
Eh,
But Ramona makes eye contact with you and then nudges Camellia so she opens her eyes. She goes, "Oh, Quinn." And she stands up. There's like this hint of red on her cheeks, but it quickly subsides as she
So
like gains her bearings real fast.
I need to roll an insight check to know if this was romantic or not, because I think it seems pretty dang
It's
romantic.
I don't think an insight check is required.
Well,
If it was, it'd be like a DC 5. So,
let me see. I
It's a,
do
it's
it.
a, I want it to be a nat one.
yeah, it'd be so
Gosh,
funny. Like they're great friends. Oh my god.
they're roommates.
They're roommates. No, it seems quite romantic. As I think Camellia wasn't expecting anyone else to see this either, as she puts on her usual facade of confidence. Um,
Sorry if I
Hi.
interrupted.
Oh no, it's fine. Runa's like, I'll let you guys talk, and she scoots out the room.
Uh,
How can I help you?
well, I actually nothing that I need your help with right now. Uh, I guess I was hoping to ask you something if I could,
I mean,
or
you know, yeah, of course. You had to witness my mother, so I feel it's the least I could do for you.
I think Quinn looks very like awkward right now, and I think he puts his hands in his pockets and he's like, "I just I wanted to start by saying thank you for going with. I heard you volunteered, and you didn't have to do that, so I appreciate it." Um,
Well, well, I hate her, first of all, so if we were going to kill my mother, I wasn't not going to be there.
that's
But
fair.
you I think she kind of like looks around like Also suddenly feeling like a little awkward as well. You were the first truly kind person, really, you and Daisy, but I mean, I was pissed that she was involved, and even more pissed that she took someone like you. Um, and I'm sorry she put you through all of that. I know what it's like. At the very least, being in chains, and I owe it to you that I'm freed.
Well, I didn't think that it was fair to judge you based on the situation we found you in. So you don't got to thank me for that. But I, I talked to Bran, and well, the Civil War has kind of started. There's not much of a point in hiding you anymore. Um, so I think Quinn pulls out, and what did you decide on like what kind of item this would be?
Oh, I don't. Oh, I thought it would just be like a want it to be like a pin or
Hmm.
like something like that. Do you think that would
Like
be
a
good?
raven.
A raven pin. I liked your idea. I didn't think about it further. So,
This is canon now, everyone. We all have raven pins.
yeah.
Oh,
Um,
I love
We
that.
love having a group pin.
Yeah. I pull out a raven pin, and I will like sit down on the bed, probably like 2 or 3 feet of space in between us. And I'll set it in between us, and I'll just go, there's a place here for you if you want it. You
I
don't have to
think
hide anymore, and that means you can go if you want to, but you don't have to.
she will gently pick up this pin, um, looking at it in her hand, before she clutches it tightly. Uh, I will stay to see this situation through, but I think afterwards, me and Ramona, we want to go. Try to be free if, freedom is something either one of us can ever really have. At least we can try. I think, when your soul is damned, you want to enjoy what's in front of you all the more. And Quinn, thank you. You you must know how special you are.
Yeah, he sort of fucking laughs.
I'm I am being serious. Um, I am. Everything here was much quieter and duller when you were gone. I can see the type of person maybe you once were, so it feels weird to have people care for you. I feel, God know I feel the same.
You know, I think one of the hardest things in life that I've learned is that when you hate everywhere you've ever been forced to belong, finding somewhere to belong by choice is really difficult. And when we see this through, whether your place is here, whether it's with Ramona, and y'all go on some wild adventure, you find out where you belong, okay?
I will. Thank you. We'll go for drinks after this is done. But careful, I now have demon constitution, so I will drink you under the table, old man.
I've been, or I recently stopped, but I was sober for like 50 years, so uh
Oh,
or
so
40,
no
40.
sweat. No sweat
Yeah,
for
so
me.
you would win. You would absolutely. It's not even gonna be. It's gonna be
Oh,
sad when you try to compete against me. How badly I'm gonna lose.
all right, then I'll go to that. I'll see if Daisy is any more of a challenge.
God. Look, and I think Quinn stands up and he's like, at the end of the day, I want you to know that I trust you and I'm glad you're still here. Um, and also, if you'd be interested, I happen to be gone a lot, whether it's being tortured or on missions, which is 50-50 these days. And I would love to have someone officially sort of in charge of security while I'm not here. If you'd be interested in that, I'd love to show you the ropes of everything.
Her eyes widen. Actually, you know what? Just for funsies, give me an insight.
Okay. Uh, a 21.
21. She is so taken aback. You can see just opening up and telling you all of these things, like her emotions, was a lot for her. And now she's being told, I trust you. This is freaking her the fuck out a little bit. Um, but she's like, I, mm, I can try. Yes, yeah, yeah. Just show me what you do normally. I've never been a security person. I don't know what they do.
I'll tell you what, you can shadow me tomorrow and I can show you all the ways I like to mess with Medea.
Hmm.
Which honestly, it seems like a lot of my job as head of security here has been finding new and interesting ways to mess with Medea.
You know what? I'll take these. Maybe not to mess with her specifically, because I feel like we've turned semi-new page where we're not going to try to kill each other.
Mm, yeah.
But I will use those, and maybe, oh, Simon. I'll do this to Simon. Ah, he's a good man. He's just such a square.
Yes, he is.
I'm supposed to be the
All right.
paladin and all that.
I'll let you go back to whatever was happening here before.
Shut up.
And
Shut up.
sorry, what? Oh, sorry. Hey, goes out into the hallway. Hey, Ramona, you can come back.
Thank you. She'll like wave to you and like duck back in. I think you look back right off that 21. Camellia, furious red cheeks. She she doesn't actually hate you, but she's like in this moment, she's like, I hate him for bringing this up,
I'll do it again.
and I'll do it again. Um, was anyone going to talk to Ramona?
I feel like Quinn would, but also I don't want to hog time so others could do it as well.
Yeah, so I wanted to leave that up to you. I mean, no one will be upset if you hog time if
No.
they're like, I truly don't have anything to do. I feel like if Quinn or Nadir wanted to take this, that probably would make the most sense.
Could
I don't
tag
know
team it.
if yeah, I can good cop here
Yeah,
if need be.
Oh, never mind. Aaron will be upset if you hog time.
I know he will.
I know you will. Well, anyway, um,
I guess
shortly,
before we go into that, I guess Nadir will be like, what are we trying to get from Ramona here?
I don't know. She seems to be like a pretty stand-up person. Like at least she hasn't given us a reason to distrust her, but she's definitely in with a crowd of people who we can't trust as much as we used to. So maybe getting her insight as to Asmodeus and what he might be wanting out of this whole Civil War conflict.
Okay. Yeah, see if she knows anything that he might like to do evilly.
Yeah. At least I trust her vibe a lot more than Flynn's, that's for sure.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming with that. All
Yeah,
right,
so
let's
oh well,
bust into a room full speed.
you bust in
Quinn,
her room. She's not there.
fuck.
Oh my
Um,
god, she left and took the kids.
Oh, her and Camellia are roommates now, so we could probably go check there.
you break down the door. Camellia goes, again?
Sorry. Closes doors.
She's in. Who are you looking for? Ramona's at the training yards in the
Oh, okay.
courtyard. After a wild goose chase, you finally find Ramona training. Hey guys.
What is
I'll
up,
do
my brother?
Oh, nothing much, Nadir. You want to spar or something?
In a bit maybe. I guess there's no reason to beat around the proverbial bush. Uh
I love Bush. Sorry.
That's my favorite president too, so
Yes, the president.
yes. What's Asmodeus's deal? Like, are you his friend?
Well, uh, you are a very direct person, Nadir. I s- can. S- Okay, so what I'm getting from that is you want to know my relationship with Asmodeus, right?
Uh yes.
Okay. Um,
I can give some context if you'd like to know why we're asking.
yeah, sure.
I'll give her the rundown again of like Eridom said all of
Mhm.
this stuff and seemed very worried about what Osmodeus would be planning.
I
Um
guess,
I guess sorry, as that's happening and like would I be able to insight if she kind of already has an idea of why would we would be asking?
yeah, sure.
Insight, I assume.
Yeah.
Oh, 8 or no 10.
You can't really get a read on her. She's just kind of like, oh, these people are asking me questions now. Maybe like a little bit of like not nervousness, but like a what is this? You know, when someone's like, I have questions, and you're like, what is this about? Type of
Hmm.
nervousness. Um, and I think she'll kind of, set down her sword to go like maybe sit with you guys. I'll say there's like a picnic table out there that you guys can all sit at.
You
Um,
have mentioned the picnic table at the training grounds before. There is one there.
I knew that. Um, right. Uh, okay, look, just to put this out there, I never sought out Asmodeus as a patron. That's not something I wanted or want, but really something I was kind of cornered into. I mean, I don't know how much of my whole life story you want to hear. It's probably nothing you really haven't heard before. You know, orphan, drug runner, thief, prize fighter. Are you inciting? Is that why you held that
Yeah,
up?
mostly just the first statement.
Yeah, go ahead.
That one's a 15.
15. She seems to be telling the truth here. It's like not something she actively sought out. So I think she can kind of see that you're maybe like trying to tell if she's being like honest. So she's like, okay, I became a prize fighter. I worked for someone. I was their fighter, and win or lose, I owed them something. If I couldn't pay, I get another beating. And she just kind of like shrugs. I mean, one night I lost, and it was too much of a beating, really. Bad fight in the ring, no money, and I just remember wanting to live so badly, you know. I didn't want to die just in some dark cellar, forgotten and alone. And I prayed and I hoped anything, anyone, any god, any being to help me, and just anything that would listen, and something did listen. I heard his voice in my head saying that uh, he could help. I just had to make a deal with him. I would be his, and they'd make sure I'd never die like this. I was 17 and stupid, and I agreed, and well, some sort of fire incinerated my attacker and boss, and that fire, I think she rolls up her sleeve, and she shows off a symbol of Asmodeus that's branded into her skin, and I will show you guys what
Ooh.
that looks like. Oop, not copy link, copy image.
Does it look like our
It does. It does look
medallions?
like your medallions, because the medallions did have the symbol of Asmodeus on it. Um, so my life does belong to him now. I do have to do his bidding, or be punished, which I suppose is really no different than before, just that my new boss is a devil lord that reigns over the 9 hells rather than a few blocks of a city. So, sorry. I met
Grades.
Havilar when I broke into his house one night. I was trying to steal from him, and I suppose it was Asmodeus' roundabout way of bringing us together. Havilar is definitely more into the idea of Asmodeus than I am, but when he found me ransacking his house, he just laughed. He didn't call guards, didn't have me sent to jail. He offered me a room. He fed me, housed me, clothed me. He even got me some education. But if you ask me what I think of Asmodeus' intentions, it's never good. He will use people to whatever ends he wants. What that end is, I don't know. I'm really not that high up in the church. I know Havilar is somewhat like a brother to me, but I'm really not in on any meetings or what have you. I'm not really told the gist. I'm just, for better or worse, a foot soldier. But I mean, what Eridom said sounds probably right. Everything I know about Asmodeus is he's wanted in Divinity since he He couldn't get it after he killed his patron god.
And I don't know if I could roll for this or what check this would be even. Is there any way that I can roll to find a connection between how starting a civil war could lead to him gaining divinity? Is there any
Um,
correlation with items that we've been going with the
roll
war it's
roll me religion, I'll say.
okay. Oh wait, shit.
Uh,
No, my religion's only good for for the Raven Queen.
Yeah, you can't just
Where
hey bitch
in
your
your
way out
head
of
were
this
you
one.
like, "Oh, this is awesome," and you're like, "Wait, fuck, I don't have anything to religion."
All right, my religion roll 14.
That's
It's not
not
bad.
terrible. Um, I think I'll give you this as I'm trying to think. You know what? I will give you this because everyone else kind of got this as well. You recall, and you don't know necessarily how a civil war is necessarily linked to this, but you do recall when you were reading files from the Eris Academy dictating where what Pazuzu was up to try to figure out where the Wand of Orcus was. Um, you recall mention of something called the God Killer Dagger. Um, I don't think you recall much about it, but you do know something's out there that is an item he might be able to grab that could give him divinity. But also, you have on the other hand what Havilar said: bad men go to hell, and war makes bad men. And you know that hell and Asmodeus' power is based off of souls, the souls of the damned. So, what this could lead to, I don't, out of 14, I don't think you're sure, but I think those are like, I think if it's fair, those are like the kind of three big ideas I want like to think about.
I think Quinn probably turns to Nadir and goes, I think I think Osmodius wanted to start a war to gain souls, to gain power, because there's that weapon, that dagger, the God Killer dagger, the one we heard about. I'm guessing he's just not powerful enough to take it yet. But if there's a giant civil war and a bunch of bad people get sent down to the nine hells and he gets all these souls, he might just get the power he needs to do so.
Yeah, I wonder. I do wonder if these demon soldiers and them dying, uh, if where their soul goes, if it goes to Demon Land or if it goes to Devilville. That is kind of the only thing. I mean, that's. I guess he just needs more guys. Is that his thing here?
Sounds like it. It also sounds like this is so far beyond anything in our immediate concern.
I don't think we can stop the war.
Yeah,
So
I think honestly at this point it kind of feels like our role is that we have a list of very nasty people to kill. I don't know if there's anything we can do to stop a civil war that would gain Osmodius power.
I guess I mean I assume they kind of have their own like idea of what's going on, but should we tell like the Raven Queen I think that's the only god we know.
Yeah,
Just
that
be
might
like,
be
hey, are you watching this space for like things happening?
a good thing to do.
Shall we rise there together?
Come on, come, my brother. I grab Nadir's hand,
He is
and
Yeah.
risen.
I encant to the Sakai. Hey, bitch.
Roll me religion with advantage.
Uh, a dirty 20.
The hey bitch will never fail to get her attention.
It never not works is the fucked thing.
Ascend
Um,
into the sky together.
you guys ascend into the Raven Queen's domain together, hand in hand, comrades, brothers.
Also, mid conversation with
Perhaps
Ramona.
lovers.
Yeah. Ramona watches you guys. You guys don't. I will say this. You guys don't really physically transcend up there. You guys more so spiritually. So you grab hands across the table from Ramona, and you go. Quinn raises his arms to the sky and goes, "Hey, bitch!" And then you guys are still,
Just silent.
glassy-eyed, holding hands. And I think she like waves her hand in front of your guys' face and she goes, right. And she's gonna stand up and go, "Hey Caleb, you wanna spar?" And then just leaves you there. Um in the Raven Queen's domain, this dark space, these castle ruins, she stands actually similar height to you guys this time. Usually she's holding you in the palm of her hand, but
Oh my god, she's 5'10".
she's 5'10". I was watching the new Critical Role that's coming out, and one of the guys goes, "He is tiny. He is 5'11". And that's stuck with me anyway. She is tiny. She is 5'10". Um and she goes, "Quinn, it is so good to see that you are okay. I'm so glad Rabon came and told me it was a success." And I think she puts like two hands on the side of your face. "Hmm, good, good.
I think
Hello,
Nadir will do
Nadir.
like a little bow. Be like,
Ah,
hello, my lady.
hello, dear. What was I summoned for?"
Uh, I guess we're sorry if this is kind of old news, and maybe this could have been an email. But I guess we also wanted to see if you had um, other info on this too. But we're pretty sure Asmodeus is planning some kind of big move with this civil war that's happening, and Nadir kind of like looks at Quinn, the God Killer dagger thing, and there was a third thing or something like that.
I think it seems like, at least from what we've learned, Asmodeus wanted a civil war to start to potentially gain souls for power. I don't know if that's directly connected to the God Killer dagger. Apparently, that can make him a full-fledged deity, but seems like he's trying to gain power for something.
Both Orcus and Asmodeus, other beings, of course, have always vied for divinity. Orcus, specifically my divinity, which is why I do appreciate you keeping his wand out of his hands. Divinity is a boost to anyone's power. I'm going to go off on a hinge just to say, with the boost of divinity, souls can feel you much greater. I would be nothing without the souls of the dead, of tragedies. But that is how I began. Well, I suppose I began differently, but it's so hazy. I don't know who he would kill with this weapon, where this weapon came from. I've maybe heard of it briefly once, so long ago.
Are you saying that he would use this dagger to kill another deity for their power?
I would not put it beyond him. Me and Asmodeus, we try not to interact with one another. So I cannot speak to his plans or schemes much. But he killed his own patron, he who was. When he was just an angel. Of course he would kill again. But
I
now
guess the
he
big
has.
question is who?
Who indeed? She looks a little troubled.
I
Fair
guess we
enough.
came to you because this seems entirely out of our ability to affect things. Is there anything we should be watching from, I guess, our mortal side for this? Should we, I guess, maybe you have messengers, I guess, that could tell other gods. I don't know if they are, how they would feel about things, but I guess, is there anything we can do? Because this seems bad. If it is his plan.
I what you can do, I don't know if there is anything which is not what you want to hear, I know. I want you to focus on the things you can, the things in front of you. I will see what I can do here. But if he has this god killer, I fear I will not stand directly in his way. He is already powerful enough as it is.
Yeah.
We will make it to the other side of this.
Before we go, I did have a question for you.
Yes?
I don't I don't want to sound or come off ungrateful for the help that you provided to free me. I am. I'm I'm very grateful for the person that you sent. But is it a strange question for me to ask why me? Of all the people to help save, of all the help that could be provided.
Hmm. I hmm. I find you to be dear to me. You are very interesting, Quinn Prescott. You don't speak to me like the others, but if anyone else were to speak to me the way you do, I would probably blind them. Hmm.
You want me to
I
stop talking to you like that, or
No, how else will I know it is you?
that's fair? I,
You
well,
are. I am a collector of odd tragedies, Quinn. So I suppose that is what you are.
that I am. Well, I guess. Thank you.
I think she puts her hand on your cheek once more. "Mm, I'm glad you are safe. I don't want you to take you to my realm too soon. Goodbye and good luck." And then you guys are back in your bodies at this picnic table. Ramona's gone.
I look I look at the deer and I go, was she hitting on me?
I think she was trying to get a taste of your old man junk, yes.
Oh,
Oh God.
Nadir.
She looks kind of lonely up there, that she doesn't like have like a guy on a chain or anything like that, like I assumed the most powerful deities would.
I mean, do you think she wants me to be the guy on the chain?
It's possible. You might want to practice wearing a collar with a chain attached to it. That's
We've
I
all
don't know
been
the ways of
making
gods.
we've all been making jokes about Quinn getting some hot young tail. Turns out Quinn is the hot young
It is the
tail.
hot young
Oh
tail.
my god.
That's insane.
And
We've gone. Yeah.
and he's just been waiting for the right mommy to leash him up.
I mean, dear, I'm not gonna lie. If I died and she was like, "Do you want to get leashed up and chained and just hang around?" I wouldn't say no.
I bet it is a pretty sweet gig.
Yeah, it would not be the worst afterlife.
Yeah. What else are you gonna do in your afterlife? Like go to when we entered hell, that was real scary. That was like uncool. I don't
Yeah,
want to be there. If I could be like a chained up guy, that'd be awesome.
I'd love to be the chained up guy. Actually, okay. Okay, I'm into this.
Yeah. Maybe like I do you think when you die you can like choose like you have to like work out still? You have cum gutters, she might like that.
I think I could work that out.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
just get those before you die in case like you're just in the body that you're like at with when you die.
Yes, Amanda.
I'm just gonna go pee. I'm just letting you guys know
Okay,
that.
no, we can keep going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
keep going.
yeah.
Please do, actually. This is entertaining.
I wish I tried to like read her a little bit when I was in there, because there she kept touching my face.
Yeah. We could start asking people that know the Raven Queen stuff. Like Bren knows her pretty well. I think he would know what kind of like guys she likes,
You think
right?
Brand could set me up?
Yeah, I think he would know how to like maybe you have to like put in an application.
I
I
am
don't think
begging begging you guys to please roleplay this as a scene with Bren. That shit would be so good. Please.
Yeah, I think what's her
How
name is back.
awful
We're
would it
gonna bust
be for
through
someone
about
who
this.
has not been worshiping your god for their entire life like you have? Just roll up and be like, "Hey, your god's kind of hot, and I think she likes me. Should I just bang her?"
Probably, I don't-
Oh, 20th of October. Fucking go.
All right,
Wow.
we'll hit her with the scene when she gets back.
Yeah.
Hello. How was cum gutter talk?
Pretty good. I think Bread's gonna set me up with the Raven Queen.
Yeah, we are going to Bren's office immediately after
Oh,
this.
okay. Yeah, you go to Bren's office.
Is it too late to insight check if the Raven Queen was just like genuinely fond of me, or if it was like a oh my boy, my boy?
Roll me an insight and I'll roll something to decide that, I guess.
Listen, she did not touch my body at all.
That is that's a 10.
Oh, you, I think, have no fucking clue, actually.
Yeah.
You're just like, I think it's truly like you could go either way on it.
God damn it.
She's a god, she's hard to read.
Mhm.
But yeah, you walk
Just
into
into
Bren's
Bren's
office.
office. Yeah. Open the
Hey.
door like as fast as possible.
Hey.
You know what like the Raven Queen likes, right?
Yeah?
Is she into what would we say hunky gilf with rock hard abs?
And does she tend to take on mortal lovers?
Does she touch everyone's face or just
Yeah.
like people that she wants to get to make like her smash piece?
This poor man.
Are you asking me if the Raven Queen wants to fuck Quinn?
I think she might want me to be her chained up little boy.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't know if there's any chained up little boy action happening in her
Well, like
realm.
he likes he'll be like he likes to be chained up. It's not like
Yeah,
he's chained up
like
for like evil. It's like he's
I'll be
just
into
chained
it.
up to like show her power over her lover
Well,
or smash piece. I guess I don't know if she's looking for love or not.
right. Um, she's roll 28 on religion. Uh, um, and I think he is like, okay, do I think she would be interested in Quinn? Yes. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. Do I know her exact type? I'm afraid I don't. I mean, I can prey upon it, but
That would be
that's
good.
usually
Yes, that
not what
is a precedent.
me and her talk about. Sometimes she'll touch my face, but it's more of a like mother son sort of relationship we have, as I am her current the wielder of Black Razor and thus her champion. Um
I touch Bren's face exactly as she touched mine, so it was kind of
oh,
like that.
Yeah, that's very sexually charged, if I'm being honest.
I'm dating Nadir and he pushes you gently away.
Oh, sorry, and then I do it to Nadir.
Hey, I'm dating
It
Nadir
was kind
as
of
I
like,
pushes you
hey, hey, hey.
I do try to get like a taste of Quinn's finger before it's taken away from me. I don't know what kind of roll that is.
roll. I want you to roll an attack with like an
I'll
An
give you
offhanded
the
attack?
attack. Yeah,
I'll give you the help.
I'm gonna roll this as an attack. I want like how would you would roll a punch?
Would it be like a grapple?
Yeah.
Okay. So I believe I add athletics to that. 25.
Oh yeah, you get his finger.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh my god.
What did Quinn eat last? So I know that what the deer's tasting.
I think you probably
You taste
just taste.
gunpowder.
Yeah, you taste gunpowder and cigarette ash.
Cigarette ash. Ew, gunpowder.
Um, yeah, so I mean, I've also never heard of s- at the very least she's soft on you. You know, like you're one of her favorites, which is not a bad place to be with a god.
Okay.
Um, I guess that's good. Maybe this will come with you finding out her type when you pray on this tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
like when Quinn dies soon, I assume.
Within
Uh,
the next year of old
yeah,
age.
within the next year, maybe. Who knows? Should he be preparing like rock hard abs? Like when you die, do you like keep your body? Do you get to like form your own body?
Do I have to bring
Uh,
my own chain, or will she have
yeah.
one?
Oh, that's another good question. We don't want
Oh
an
well,
ill-fitting chain.
the realm of the dead is very it varies. I'll say sometimes you appear how you were when you died. You know, that sort of body you had. I'll say sometimes it's an idealized version. Maybe you can be younger. You know, some people, when they're old and they have died, they can see themselves younger with, someone they lost at that age. So it's very differing. I don't know if she is going to chain you, if I'm going to be honest, but if that's something you want, I'm sure she won't say no to you.
Okay.
Well, best bring it. I don't know if they have the stuff for making
I'm
chains up there.
sure she has chains. She's a raven. She collects shiny things.
Mm.
You know what? I'll keep all this in mind. I'll say some prayers, and we'll see what happens.
And don't forget to find out her type and let us know, Brent.
Yeah, I do want to know if it.
Yeah.
She closes his eyes, breathes in, is like, "Yep, I will do that." Um,
Look, it's. I was married once, and I haven't dated in like almost 25 years, so I'm new to this whole thing.
and your next go to is a goddess.
I don't know. I
You
mean,
know what? Hell yeah.
Uh,
okay, yeah.
You know what? I
she
like
might
this for
not be
you.
looking to date. She might
In
just
his
be looking
defense,
to
he
like
is a
crush
descendant of a
weed.
god.
Oh, that's true. He is
Oh
a
yeah, you know a guy.
um, right.
Like, I don't foresee myself ever um getting married or wanting that life again for myself, but I'll be honest, I've also kind of grown fond of the Raven Queen, which I never thought I'd say. So if that's something she wanted, I wouldn't say no, to that kind of relationship.
Oh
Can she
god.
hear me talking right now?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. I
Um,
was out.
well, if
I was
she has so decided to listen in at this moment, she very well could be hearing you. Um, mm,
Oh well, we just dropped
Am
the
I
bomb on her. I doubt she's listening then.
am I going to be like your wingman for picking up my god?
Yes, and when me and your god um uh
Mm,
start
mm,
getting together, you can just call me dad.
mm, mm-hmm.
Oh, you may
Right.
want to work out because I would imagine Quinn's outfit is going to be like very scantily clad. Of like when you go there to visit, like he'll have a t-shirt on. I
Yeah.
would say you might want to keep that in mind, as far as like the contract that's being drawn up.
Right. You know, it's always so lovely when you two come into my office together. Um, I have to do some paperwork.
Mm,
Um, so
okay. Well,
I'll
I'll head
pray.
out.
I'll pray.
I'll head out, but you should know I did hide a bomb in your office. You have 3 hours, and then I run out of the room.
Makes eye contact with Nadir.
It has been a pleasure serving you, sir.
Oh my god, do not. Told you not to do that when it's just us.
Somebody's always watching. And then with that,
Well,
Nadir's going to walk backwards out of the office, keeping eye contact.
yeah, yeah, I still like him. He's gonna close the door. Okay, I'm going to say we'll go to the next day because that was a lot for one day. The next day, a man comes to the department. Um, he is a red-haired man with a scar across his face. He's in armor that is well taken care of, but has seen plenty of use with a sword at his side with a golden hilt. Quinn, you recognize this man. Um, Von Rose.
Von
This
Rose,
is
my
probably
favorite
someone
little war
you've only
horseman.
met when you were younger and Conrad
Mhm.
was still alive. Um, but you watch as being Mr. Security Man. Um, Bren welcomes this man into the department and he shakes his hand and I will find my pick crew of him, I guess. Um sorry. Where am I? Who am I? I'm ill prepared to send this pick crew.
Nadir will lean over to Quinn and be like, "Is this the guy who's supposed to work out your like sex contract with the Raven Queen?" I would expect him to wear a suit.
I no, I think that might be someone else. This guy's a friend from childhood.
Oh, then I hope he's not doing that.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think that'd be a little awkward.
oh, I don't. I'll just remake it at some point. But anyway, you got the gist of how he looks. Um, Vondros turns and looks at you, and I think there is this recognition. Conrad's boy, right?
Yeah, Quinn, I'm surprised you remember Von Rose.
Well, yeah, that you were Conrad's boy. Of course, I remember. A long time no see. You went and got all gray.
And
Oh,
you
yeah,
didn't
I I don't do that. I am. I'm sorry to hear about your mother.
Oof.
pardon?
Your your mother. I'm sorry to hear about her passing. Oh, I didn't mean to break this news to you.
How long ago?
Um, like 2 or 3 days ago. I think it was like definitely while you were not able to receive sending stones.
Mm. Okay, I'm guessing you're here on business. I'm just gonna file that for later.
Um, yes. Anyway, I'm sorry to be the one to say that. But no, I'm here to have a meeting with the whole department. So I guess we'll all get in the meeting room. The library. We'll all gather there. Um, and I think Bren kind of gets most of the people into the library. Um, where Von Rose can get down to business. He introduces himself to everyone. My name is Von Rose. I am here because I'm offering aid in the form of me and my soldiers. My husband is Haloran, a war god, but he can't necessarily fully intervene himself. If he does, Bang has said he will also, but on the other side. So he sent me and our paladins and monks and clerics and all of us. I trust Simon has been of good use here. And I think he like points over to Simon. Um, I'm speaking with you all because I want us to work together. We can't work as separate fighting forces, but as one to move around together when the time comes. Bren is your leader, I know, but he has also requested that some others be involved in strategy meetings, and I do trust you guys know amongst yourselves who is best suited for that job. And I think he kind of looks around at everyone. I also asked if anyone knows of other groups that would be willing to help fight, contact them as soon as possible. I might be sending maybe an exchange of groups just so we can get used to our fighting styles together. And of course, get in contact with Sylvius and the Alda and Einar. This is war now, and war is what I do. Is there any questions? Okay.
All right.
Sorry, I guess I have a question. I'm glad you are here to help us. I guess why us
It
is my question.
has come to my attention that you guys, as the Department of Demonology, have been are the most suited for fighting demon-based soldiers. As of, I suppose, yesterday, you are considered a fighting force. So if we can beef you guys up, that's all the better. And what better to fight demons than people with holy powers as well? So that is why you.
We're glad to have you then.
Like, won't say no to help.
And once we get a better layout of the battlefield, we'll know where we can send everyone. I just wanted to make a formal introduction of myself to all of you so you know who you're fighting with.
Sorry, is the insinuation we're going to the front line of a battle?
Maybe at some point. At
Yeah,
least my men are.
I was gonna say, I think Daisy, like, upon hearing that, like, we are considered a fighting force, Daisy is, like, kinda, like, looking around the room, like, absolutely not.
Medea knew this was coming as soon as war got announced. She was like, "Oh fuck, we're gonna be like the in charge of fighting."
I mean, like, I
Especially
don't think.
against demon-based soldiers. The Department of Demonology is
Well,
absolutely
no.
the people you to do.
Yeah, no, for like I didn't think that we weren't gonna have any
Right.
role in the fighting. I thought we were gonna be more of like strategy, uh support, uh the brains of the operation, not like the brains and the brawn.
S-
Snoot really cares about this.
He's going
Like he's going
crazy.
He wants to go to war.
crazy style.
Let
He
him go to war.
He's just draft me in. Draft me in, Captain.
Put
I'm
me
ready
in,
to fight.
Captain. I'm ready. Um, so I assume definitely some of you will have to see the front lines. Like I said, it all depends on how things go, but I suggest you guys get comfortable with the idea of seeing battle. If I would have it my way, none of you guys would have to see that, but that is not the world we live in.
It's not that I'm opposed to the idea. It's just, are you sure we wouldn't be better used elsewhere? I mean, we have names and information and leads that kind of go beyond fighting on the front lines of a civil war.
We will see what else we can put you on, but I just want you guys to be aware of that. Not all of you, but maybe some of you will have to go. Um,
Okay, I don't know. I can ask this in character if you want me to. Is because the way that the what's his name again? Von
Von
Rose?
Rose.
The way that he's talking, it kind of is sounding like he thinks that like he is in charge of us and where we go.
You can roll an insight to
Okay.
make if it sounds like that to you guys.
I mean, I could also just like ask this in character, but maybe I'll roll an insight first and see what happens. I don't have any of my shit out, so just give me a second. I haven't made a roll yet today.
Respect it.
What is my insight? An 18.
It's not necessarily that he thinks he's in charge here. He seems to just trying to give you guys the very real, like, here's what you might have to expect of, like, yes, you might be able to be sent off into smaller missions, but some of you might have to also be sent off to full scale battle. That's just how it's going to have to work. He knows war, and you can see that. You're like, this is a man who has experienced war a lot.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
it's
I
just like
think it
he's just giving you guys the lowdown of, like, be aware.
I think it was like specifically the comment of like the well uh, I don't remember the exact wording, but like the like we'll see if some of you guys can be sent elsewhere or something like that, where I was
Yeah.
like it that makes it sound like he's now in charge of us. So I was
Yeah.
just trying to figure
Yeah.
that out.
I will be around, working with Bren and probably in and out of meetings here. Um, I'll be sending some people here. So hopefully you guys can show them the ropes as much as you can.
Thank
Yeah, all
you.
right.
Um, okay. Um, Quinn, can I talk to you?
Yeah, sure.
I think I'll pull you aside as kind of people start talking to themselves just about like what's happening. I was thinking about contacting your sisters, but also making a plea to the King of Othia himself to lend us support. I don't know if you have any insight on or willing to help make this plea or me draft this petition. If you could talk to either of them. I know
I
it's a lot.
haven't.
I'll probably be doing this myself because you have your plate full here, but
I haven't had decent contact with anyone but one of my siblings in my family for 50 years.
mm, right.
It's been a long time. But I can try. I can
I
help.
mean, at least that one sibling, if you have somewhat contact with them. I just know that it's been made very clear that a lot of the military power resides on the other side.
Yeah.
So, any sway we can get to get more help, we have to do it.
I'll uh I'll send my sibling Amara a message. I mean, it sounds like we have stuff to talk about anyway because of my mother, but
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. And he gives you like a pat, like a attaboy chance. And goes to talk to Quinn, who probably gives him a tour of the whole place, and you can see they're really talking about like their role in all of this. Um, but yeah, are you gonna sending Stone Amara at all?
I will. I don't know if others had anything also.
Only thing I had was like a side note of like with the idea of like, hey, we do know stuff about these demon soldiers. Gathering people who have like higher intelligence than the deer, maybe like Sasha and Karasi and like maybe Daisy or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
to create like flyers or something like that, like
Mm-hmm.
some for military members of like these are the types of demons. Here are their abilities.
Oh,
Look out for these things. And
so
then
you're
maybe like other things for like uh civilians and stuff like that, where
that's
we're able
yeah.
to kind of spread the word about these things and to like report new things that you
Mm-hmm.
see to an authority that'll get it to us so that we
Yeah.
can update these things.
I think Karasi will tell you, um, and I also might have a really good lead on ways of weakening these people too.
Oh, that's as big. Is there anything myself or anyone else can get you something to help you with that, or if you need assistance?
I will. I'll let you know if I do. I don't know. I'll talk to Bren. Um, yeah. I'll have a. He's meowing too much, so he's going in jail. Um,
Airedale.
um,
Pops.
but I just feel like you should be aware.
Well, thank you very much.
And with the other thing that you tasked me with, that's actually very close and have branched off of each other. I feel good, confident that
Okay.
soon.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you very much. Keep us posted if you need anything. sorry for like having you like shut away. I guess like
Hey, it's
now
okay.
since there's open war and all
Just,
that, like
just, I'm working fine where I am. No one bothers me except for some people, but it's not bothersome. It's always good. Thank you for. Well, no, I shouldn't thank you, but it's given me purpose. So thanks for not kicking me out to the curb.
yeah, yeah, of course. You know, you gotta help good people.
Yeah. And she will go and help like Sasha and Daisy make these fires. Oh my god, he's just a baby.
Snooty boy. He
As you
just
guys
wants
said
to be
that, Felix
held.
crawled into my lap.
Ah, so many
Oh, thank you.
babies. Um,
I think also Daisy might reach out to like some of her old professors um and ask if they want this information, if they want someone to come in and talk about it, um and that kind of fun war stuff.
yeah, you can definitely get I think some of your professors are definitely like absolutely um, as much information as we can get would be perfect. Um, then you can draft some college students.
Hell yeah.
Good.
Just like, oh wait, if I wanted to be like the real army, it'd have to be like high school students.
That's
But
true. You can go to
I mean, but you can
some schools.
definitely you can hit up the ROTC on campus, and you can definitely put a
yeah.
Yeah.
recruiter out in the quad.
Yeah, I
Catch the
set
ones
up
that you didn't catch in high school.
yeah, I set up a stand uh in the quad with
Yeah,
like
perfect.
love your country, join the fight.
What can you do about the
Hell
demon
yeah.
army?
Yeah.
And then we look at the other side of the border with the Desai and Stallard clan. They have the same boots. Love your country. Join the army.
Join the evil army.
Join the evil army.
Join the
Um,
army of the evil demons.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I also did want to reach out to Velko, but I don't know. Again, I don't know if that needs to be a scene or if they've been reached out to already by
Yeah. No, we can
uh
for sure do that if you want to send in Stone Volko.
yeah, yeah, if we wanted to mix it up since I just did a little bit of something, but
Okay,
I
yeah,
can
no.
do Dr. Velko as well.
Yeah, let's do that. Um,
Okay. Uh hello Falco, how you doing? Uh and then drops I guess the info we just learned about this guy and that mobilization will start soon and to get in contact with like wasn't there the Oryxes
oh yeah.
or something like that? So I don't
Uh,
have a contact,
yes.
but
Me and Alicia are on our way. I have been talking to this oh, you know him, Herrick.
yeah,
So, don't worry, I will be there.
it'll be good to see you again. Although I wish it was for a different.
They will regret taking me out of retirement.
Yeah, I sure hope they do.
I will see you soon, my boy.
I will see you soon.
Queen!
Quinn goes to a quiet, private spot, probably his bedroom, sits down. Oh, Christ. Okay. I will sending stone Amara and go, "Hey Amara, I just heard about mom."
You Why didn't you respond before?
I'm assuming you tried to send and stone me like over the past,
Couple
what, like
days?
3 or 4 days ago.
Yeah.
So I was a political prisoner, in a place that blocked out the use of sending stone.
Was getting tortured. Fuck you.
Oh,
It was also
that. Oh, oh, that. Well, doesn't make sense. I thought you just. I know how you felt about mom, so I thought you just. I don't know. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, honestly, it's like not the worst thing that's happened over the past year. Um, I I mean, I didn't mom and I never got along ever, but I guess I'm just concerned on you and Aubrey. How are the two of you doing?
I mean, fine, I guess. It's not like we did it. Oh, actually, she should be Southern. Sorry. Uh, Um, not like
Yeah,
not like we didn't really see it coming. You know,
Point is just something for the aesthetic.
she was really up there, but I suppose after checking in on someone, it's weird to not do that anymore.
so it was just old age.
Yeah,
Yeah. She was, again, not trying to disrespect. She was up there. I don't know. I mean, I think she lived past far what is considered a normal lifespan.
I think you're right there. Um, so I hard to. It's not like like I said, it didn't come out of nowhere. But yeah, let's go back a little bit and let's talk about how you were a political prisoner or something or other.
Actually, how much time do you have right now?
For my brother, all the time in the world.
Oh, then I have a fucking story for you, and I will tell them everything. I like truly everything we've learned about everything over the past year, I will tell to them. Um and I think because obviously like, you know, I Amara is the sibling that like cares to have a relationship with me. But I still think like the way Quinn tells this story, and I don't even think that he's really cognizant of it. Snoot, brother, is that just like he's a part of something, and I would assume that like that is strange and abnormal, but he's just like he's talking about this like he's just a part of this big thing, and these are his people and all these people that he cares about.
Should I talk to our cousin? The king.
I was actually look, I found out about mom first, and I was planning on reaching out anyway, but actually Von Rose came, and I don't know how long it's been since you've seen him.
Decades, I think.
Yeah. Uh he has him and his husband have both taken a very keen interest in the anti-demon side of the fight, and he asked me to reach out to any family that I could. He was gonna reach out to our cousin as well, and just we need your help. I mean, it's 3 clans versus 3 clans, but we do not have the power in this fight. We're just regular people facing demon soldiers, and
Well,
any any might or power we have is outmatched.
I'll help him, talk to the king, and I have a lot of connections with the Church of Mistra. So, might take a little bit of time, but I'll get there. Of course, I don't want some demon soldiers romping around. That's that seems real
If there's
bad.
anything, if there's anything I can be certain of, it's that the clan civil war is just the beginning. I think that this is gonna go far beyond any borders.
Yeah, I would imagine so. So I'm sure, in the past, Rathmorns try to take a grab at Othia, so I'm sure they don't want them to do that again. All right, I'll keep you posted, but I will be there. With or without an army, I will be there.
Appreciate that.
And it sounds like you got a good group of people.
I do. I really do.
Good. Good.
Can you oh god, this is gonna sound stupid. Can you tell Aubrey hi for me? I can't send and stone her. The way we left things was bad.
Yeah, I can tell her hi for you. Talk to you later.
Fuck us, man. Hangs up phone.
Peace out. Um,
I don't know if maybe my mom would already be doing this, but I'd probably see if she has any like old adventuring buddies who are not old enough to be like elderly who would be able to join the fight on our side or who might know people who would be able to join the fight on our side.
yes. Um, well, I'll say you go and you ask your mother this, and I think she sits back. I got a couple folks I can contact. I don't know how geriatric they are by now, but some of them I don't think can age no more. So yeah.
Yeah, and I mean like maybe they'll know someone or they know someone who knows someone, but we need all the help we can get. And honestly, even better if they have some fuck ass powers.
All right, baby girl, you say less. We got this. And hey, in the coming days, let's go spar. Let's see if you caught up to me yet.
I bet I can.
That a girl. I think she like ruffles your hair. And do you think the soldiers will need some banana bread?
Um, well, maybe like if we put it in. Oh, you mean our soldiers? Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. I
Oh, what was your thought of weaponizing banana bread?
well, I figured we could like either fill it with some kind of demon poison or just like make a bunch of loaves of banana bread and like put them into crates with no tops, but then as soon as they take a loaf of banana bread, a bomb goes off and just like blows them to bits.
I was
You're
thinking shooting it out of a cannon.
you're so creative. That's my girl. That's my girl. Um,
Daisy may have dropped out of school, but she still has those
she's
big
smart.
academic thoughts.
She still got those credits. She was almost there, I'll have you know.
Tapping out on senior year.
Yep. Bigger things are happening. If she stayed, she would have been drafted.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else? Nadir.
Yippee, that's me.
I see it's a long day of strategizing, training, just getting things in order.
Oh, what a long day of strategizing, getting things in order, and training.
Right. You, you get into bed all tucked in, snuggled, ready to sleep, and you feel a weight sit down on your bed. And opening your eyes is Hamiel. She looks duller, less radiant. She was an angel. She kind of always gave off this glow, this polish and shine. It's like a light has faded around her and within her. Nadir, I'm
Amiel, are you okay? And the deer's gonna kind of like sit up and like move to her side.
I am sorry. I have not spoken to you in a while. I've been gathering my courage. I I have to come clean. I have to tell you something. I think she speaks, but she doesn't look you in the eye. In all honesty, Saloon did not authorize the resurrections of your girls or Buffy. I promised you their lives back without knowing fully if I could do it. I just assumed so. So I had very few options to fulfill my promise to you, but then then Asmodeus came to me and offered to do it. And I think she tilts her head down in like pure shame. I entered a pact with him that you would, kill demons, do what he asked in exchange for the resurrection of them. My price was a simple one. Just by making a deal with him, he knew I would face repercussions. I never wanted to deal with death. Death or falling. When you asked about Rafi, I begged and begged him to include the boy. On my hands and knees, and I assume the act of me doing so brought him enough joy that he agreed to it. After our deal was fulfilled and the kids were resurrected, it became known to my goddess and peers who Hyad made a pact with. I was summoned to court, prepared to face death, but instead she stripped me of my rank and station. I have fought beside and for Saloon since I was created. So a long, long time now, before the Nine Hells even existed. I now have no place, less power, and I am sure no other angel would trust me. And I am so sorry for my deception. I just assumed if it was him, you wouldn't be pleased, but I wanted so badly to bring them back. And so to do it, it was worth it. And I don't think she looks at you. I think she is expecting harshness.
Yeah, I think there's probably like a little bit of silence as Nadir kind of sits there and kind of takes this in. I am sorry myself, Hamiel, that I made you go against everything you've lived your life for. I was just thinking of my girls and eventually Rafi as well, and how I wanted them to have a chance. And I'm sorry I made you do that.
It wasn't that you made me, Nadir, it's that I wanted to. Protecting the innocent and mortals and kindness has been my way.
I thank you for that. I wish to hold that out myself. And maybe this, I don't know what you want, but since those are the tenets you live by, there are a lot of places around here that you can bring kindness and justice and give people chances. I would say move in here if you want that. The fact that you made this with Asmodeus just to bring some joy and second chances to my life means, I guess, a lot. I am angry for you that Saloon did not see that you care and you want to help people.
I do not hold anger for Saloon. She is not a death god. I suppose it's been a very confusing 2 years, 3 years. In all of my. Actually, no, I've been more confused, which I need to speak to you about as well. Your friend and I.
Yeah. Yeah, you mentioned something one time and then we're gone.
She has memories of someone I used to love. Once an angel of God, then a devil under Asmodeus. He was fearsome in the war and an ingenious craftsman. When he began turning towards the path of evil, I tried to stop him, and he tried to get me to join him. We both refused each other. The bloodshed that separated us after could wrap this world twice over. His name was Abaddon, and he was killed by Mistra and Saloon very long ago. Which is why she cannot possibly have those memories, because if she does, that means they failed. And that dagger this angel person has. Because you told her about that, right? I'm pretty sure you were like, "What's up, dude, with this? What's up with this dagger?"
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
yeah, I think so.
He made that for me when he was courting me. And when Saloon and Mr. killed him, I let that blade go to let him go. And somehow lost, it found its way back. I was so stunned to hear about this. I didn't know what to think. I needed to figure things out. How is this possible? Abaddon can't be alive.
Hmm. I can't tell that he is alive, if I'm being honest. Yes, she has some memories, but as far as I've ever been able to tell, it's just been an eye there. Is this something we should talk to her about?
I don't think I'm ready.
Okay.
You can tell her. Because if it is him in there, even all this time, I don't know how to face him. Or
Yeah.
face her. I mean, she has been doing all this good alongside you, so it cannot truly be him. But I don't want to wake up any more of him that's left in her.
Who knows, it may come to a head someday. Maybe it's part of whatever this big bullshit plan is to, I don't know, kill a bunch of people or whatever the demon and devil's plans are. I don't. But may come to it.
It reminds me, this time, right now on this material plane, it reminds me a lot of when Asmodeus first rebelled. Civil war, bloodshed, threats. You can feel fate moving around you, like there's no way to stop it. But if you will have me, I will aid you.
I, of course, can't speak for everybody, but if they know you like I do, and all of that, I think everyone here would be happy to have you. Not everybody wants to do good like you, or at least I like to think that I also like to do good in such a way. But we need to work together at this time, right?
We do.
And I know that you wish to help and all that, but I'm sorry that your helping of me lost you all you had worked for. I think Nadira kind of like lean over and like put his arms around her
She
in like
will
a embrace.
she will return the embrace and she will say, like I said, Nadir, it was worth it. We will cut away from this scene. Floating amidst stars, a patch of grass stands host to a meeting of an unlikely pair, not seen sharing the same space in eons. Standing there like a star herself, radiating pure magic as if it were nothing, Mistra. Standing in front of her is a man with red skin, curling horns, and the wit and the charm befitting the leader of the nine hells. Each of them has someone standing behind them, backup or assistance to bear witness. And Asmodeus smiles as Mistra, although she finds it more akin to a snake ready to bite. The deal is the deal. Do not be difficult in this. You know a devil takes deals very seriously, unlike you gods. Asmodeus, my son outsmarted you. Just accept it and move on. I can see our conversations over the past couple decades have gone nowhere. I had hoped you would see sense, but alas, I truly had hoped to avoid resorting to such serious measures. I think Mistra tilts her head in like confusion. Do you recall a fallen angel by the name Abaddon? He was an amazing craftsman, although he did not have the charisma I do. Is still a good man nonetheless. You chased him into limbo yourself and scattered his body across the universe, but you missed something. And he grips the hilt of an oddly plain dagger, hiding beneath his robes, his body coursing with power. As he looks the goddess of magic in her eyes. You remember him, don't you? Mistra. And that name was the key. Power surges out from him from this dagger as he holds this up. She holds her hands up to retaliate, but the constant buzz of magic within her has silenced. Her eyes have dulled, her presence diluted. The two assistants quarrel with each other as Asmodeus closes the distance between him and the goddess. Mistra, for now, you are mortal. I could kill you here and now, and watch as the weave unravels and unrolls. I can take control of it myself. Or you can give me the divinity I am owed. Think, Mistra. Think. Mistress Terror is apparent on her face. Her pride not just bruised but crushed. This was something she hadn't foreseen, hadn't known was even a factor. Yet in all her wisdom, she knew she could not sacrifice herself. The life of magic, the one true spell could not fall. So she fishes around her cloak, while Asmodeus keeps his dagger trained on her. But she produces the thing he's desired since he had finished his descent into the abyss and back out. Divinity, raw and pure, it shines with a whitish blue glow, like a star plucked from the skies around him. He takes it from her silently. It is the last thing she has of her first son. Taken. Finally. Finally. He consumes the divinity, his veins glowing as it travels throughout his body, and finally, his eyes shine brightly. It was heaven and hell and everything he desired, everything he was denied, and everything he was owed. Divine flames erupt from him. Savras, her assistant, quickly jumps to shield his mother from the burning his back as he teleports them away. And you all feel it too. It ripples throughout reality, all of the realms, his ascension and Mistra's mortality. It was like this was inevitable. Many choices can be made differently to change small parts of fate, but this was fixed. For those of you who feel magic, you feel this halt, this stagnation in it. You see the sky turn purple, and then you see fire ripple across the sky. Anai, you feel the moment your final creation is used. It's like a rush of ecstasy and doom at once, and an understanding. These memories flash before you. You were not Ayumi. That is just a vessel. You are the blacksmith of the rebellion. Your name was once Abaddon, and people once feared you. And that is where we're going to end our session today.
Oh my god. The way I held my breath multiple times today.
It's
Oops,
time
sorry,
for you to
sorry,
die.
y'all.
No, like literally the second she's like, so let's talk about an eye. And I'm like, oh.
Everyone talking about you.
I'm not talking about you. We're talking about how you're back.
Back in black.
Rip grandma.
No, we're gonna get a
Grandma's
copyright
still
now.
alive.
Oh,
Your divinity was taken though. It was kind of like an
Whoopsie.
ultimatum of like, I will kill you and take your divinity, or you're gonna give me Azut's.
Oopsie. Sorry, everyone.
So, yeah, the repercussions of past campaigns are really happening in this one.
What can I say?
Yeah.
I was chasing tail,
I
okay?
was chasing
Yeah.
tail. Oh my
How-
god,
Honestly,
How dare
that's
you make
the
us
Death
honestly.
wait
Horseman
for
was
your
hot.
mistake?
Listen, chasing tail is really just living up to the legacy Azuth left behind.
Exactly.
Amen.
I
Exactly.
like
Giving up your divinity for tail, same move.
Yeah.
I like being the only person who hasn't played in any of the campaigns that come up because I have no idea what's going on, but because I have no idea what's going on, I have no worries.
Yeah,
I'm like
all you
Hey,
know is
hey,
like,
Emma.
ah, shit.
He's so goddamn worried.
I'm like this is fine and I don't care.
Yeah, it's fine.
This can't possibly bite me in the ass.
I would
No.
rather he have Azuth's godhood than Mistra's, if I'm being totally
I
honest.
I agree with
Ooh.
that.
You
Amanda,
should
I
ask
hope
your
you
husband.
Yes, Emma?
You should
I was
ask
gonna
your husband about how he tricked a fucking demon.
The Devil King and really came
well,
up.
well, I mean, he got me and I'm like pretty close, I think.
Hey, Emma, did he trick you into
Also,
this? Blink twice
thanks
if
for
so.
listening. Thanks for listening, stream. OMG, what a freaking ending. What freaking thank you. Okay. Bye.
we